yourself or a loved one, get in touch with administration at North Oak Columbarium.
N カードは乗客の安全および健康について一切責任を負いません。ご利用は自己責任でお願いいたします。
Touch with administration at North Oak Columbarium.
Hey, welcome back everyone. It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So I've been busy for past few days. I had a lot of stuff to take care of. It's been just a hectic, busy week. But I'm able to come back and do this for you guys for maybe a few hours, like 4 hours or so. I've been getting a lot of questions regarding filmmaker mode versus the home cinema mode on the LG. Just in short, so everyone understands, filmmaker mode doesn't have any special processing. It's not using any kind of special processing to give you that like something breathtaking, new movie cinema experience. What basically does, it removes the filters like dynamic contrast, dynamic color, all these other filters, motion flow. It removes every single one of them, and what it does, it utilizes that pre-calibrated preset for cinema movies that are shot in 24p, 24 frames per second, so that way you can have that certain tone of color that the movie presents. Now, with the filmmaker mode, if you are using a 4K UHD Blu-ray or a Dolby Vision with a 4K UHD Blu-ray with HDR, then filmmaker mode will look really good when you're watching it on your OLED through 4K UHD Blu-ray. But it's nothing special. I mean, is it a gimmick? I guess you could call it a gimmick, but it's really not a gimmick because it is pre-calibrated specifically for the movies. Okay, this is like pre-calibrated by professionals who specifically are calibrating for the movies. So the preset, it's already pre-calibrated for the movies. I would only use it for HDR movies, for Dolby Vision movies. I would not. Actually, you can't use it. I'm sorry. I apologize. You cannot use filmmaker mode with Dolby Vision. The filmmaker mode, it's only intended for HDR. And quite honestly, why would you want to use filmmaker mode with a Dolby Vision to begin with? Because Dolby Vision, it's already the best possible choice for you to watch a movie. There's nothing better than Dolby Vision for a movie. When you are watching a Dolby Vision movie, that's it. You're getting exactly what the filmmaker intended you to see. So just remember this. When you are watching a Dolby Vision movie on your 4K UHD Blu-ray, you're getting the best, most accurate principal photography, the way the filmmaker intended you to see it. Even Ridley Scott said this. Other film directors said this. So just remember that. HDR, it's good, but the filmmaker mode is there just to give you a little bit of that extra, more accurate picture settings, calibration that's implemented already with pre-existing preset called the filmmaker mode. All right, maybe I'll do a video on this to explain, because people are kind of confused. That they think that the filmmaker mode, it's something groundbreaking that it's going to make your movies look like, oh wow, you know. It's just a preset that's already pre-calibrated professionally by the professional filmmakers who do that, who like go to the studios and try to calibrate the home theater cinemas and stuff like that to fit that silver screen, 24 frames per second experience. Anyway, I'll talk about it some other time. I just felt like I mentioned it briefly here because people have been asking me about this left and right. Filmmaker mode, what's the big deal with the filmmaker mode? It's just a preset that's already pre-calibrated and it's already implemented into your television. Okay, so we only got 4 hours for me to do this. I'm still playing this game. I'm still on Stadia version. I'm still playing a CyberPunk, and let's continue. Let's see how far am I gonna be going into this game. I'm so far 40 plus hours. I have to go to Danny's house. I already spoke to this other chick here. What's her name? Nancy. There's gonna be spoilers here, so just keep in mind there's a tons of spoilers. I'm really like getting to like some very serious spoiling plots in this game, so just keep that in mind. What's up, Mamba? What's up, Kyle? What's up, Martin? Is that you, Martin? Yeah, I know you got different accounts. You got the one with the PlayStation. My brother from Canada, basically. All right, so let me grab a car. Let's go. Let's go to Denny's house and let's see what we gotta do. I think we have to. We already rescued Nancy, so I don't know what's the next step. What do we gotta do next? We'll find out in a minute. Oh! Hold on. What happened to my car? Not just this is it. Just a little dent. Just a little dent. Hey man, I'm okay with that. Just a little dent. That's fine. All right, get in. Oh, it's Adam. Oh, that's right. I remember you from Calgary, Calgary, Canada, Alberta, Calgary, Alberta province. You used to live there. I remember. You were telling me about that lake, Mirror Lake or something. What was it called? In Calgary, in Canada. It's not a Mirror Lake. It's something else. There was this lake in Banff National Park or something like that. And just like I guess west of Calgary, like the Rocky Mountains and all that. So I remember you, Adam. I remember you. Oh, you from California? Okay, so oh, my bad then. That was another guy. I forgot his name. You guys both have the same kind of like a contractor hats. Like the same contractor hats. Like I don't know, working on a construction, like a construction contractor caps, and that's why I got you guys confused. But that's cool, man. We're in California, are you? Which part of California? Like southern, central, north? What patch is this? I don't know. The 1.06. Look, man, I really have no. As far as the Stadia, listen, guys. I know there's a lot of Stadia haters out there. There's always gonna be haters, man. It's just one of those things, It's part of humanity now these days. That's what they do. They live to hate, which is pretty fucking sad. Look, I've tested every single version of this game except PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. But that's because I don't have PlayStation 5 and X Series X. However, I've done 40 plus hours documented from Stadia on Cyberpunk. And right now, if you cannot wait till summer to get that next generation patch, this is your best, safest bet. Stadia is like your best option right now. But if you waited this long, and if you can wait, listen, if you can wait, then for the love of God, just wait for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X next generation patch update. But if you cannot wait, and you're like, man, so much can happen, it's craziness out there, I don't know, man, life is so short, then jump into Stadia right now. I've been playing Stadia since day one. I've done 15 hours live stream on it. I've done 12 hours live stream. I've done like countless of streams. I've even done a New Year's Eve 15 hours live stream on this thing. And I only had one hiccup, just one problem with the game. It was just a bad programming for the AI. The AI wasn't doing what it's supposed to do. But you can skip that because it's like a driving scene where the AI, the NPC, is supposed to drive you somewhere, and it's not driving you correctly. That was like the only problem I had. But I skipped that. You can skip the drive and you can move on to your mission. That's like the only problem I had on Stadia, which is really nothing. So, like I said, the Stadia is like your safest bet if you want to have like a smooth ride on that train without any hiccups. You know, that's if you can't wait for a next generation patch, which is gonna take a long time. Listen, I know there was a video, that guy, what's his name, the CEO of CD Projekt Red. The reason they call it CD, because in Poland and even in my country, CD means CD. Here in English, CD, it's pronounced CD. But they call it CD. In Russia, they call it CD. So it's a CD Projekt Red. What's his name? I forgot his name. The guy who's the CEO of CD Projekt Red. I always keep forget his name is Kaczynski, right? I know he made some promises for the next gen patch, but that's gonna take a long time, guys. Maybe summer, maybe July, August, maybe September, possibly September, most likely. So that's a long time. You know, are you gonna wait till September? I don't know. It's up to you. But I'm simply saying, if you want a smooth ride experience, I would just go with Stadia, man. Stadia, it's not like something that it's super expensive. Honestly, the amount of money you spend today, a portion of that you could have used to play on Stadia. And Stadia is not going to cost you arm and leg. So I don't understand why people are having a difficult time at least giving it a try. Just give it a try, man. What's up, Oguzan? Is that your name, Oguzan? Oguzan in my country means I don't know, like somebody licked your ass. That's what it means. What's up, Desperado? What's up, Randall? How you doing, man? Let us create. I don't know if I remember you, man. I have so many people. Oh, I think I remember you now. I remember you when I did a flight simulator. Yeah. I remember you. Let us create. What's up, Johansson Ramirez? I remember Johansson. Of course, I know Desperado. I know Mamba. Lenovo Legion. Oh yeah. That's not a bad laptop, man. You know, I'm sure you can run this game on that laptop with like medium settings. It shouldn't be a problem. Do I think any resolution difference between Stadia and other versions? Well, listen, the PC version is always going to be the best version, because PC version, everyone will have a different setup, different computer with a different GPU and CPU and motherboard and all that jazz. You know, some people have $10,000 PCs. I'm not kidding. Some people have 5,000, 7,000, 8,000. Some people invest more money on a PC than they do on their car. So if you got this kind of like a super high-end PC, then yeah, you're gonna be rocking 8K resolution. Look, guys, I really don't like comparing consoles or the cloud gaming to a PC, because here's the reason why. Thank you, Adam. What program do I need to play in a GT Grand Theft Auto 5 in VR? Here, this is what you need. I'll give you the website name. You need warps.com. But you're gonna have to pay for that software. It's not free, unfortunately, Adam. You have to pay for it. What it basically does, it uses a video game feed as a 360 video, and then it's recognizing your VR headset as a head tracking, and that way you can move freely in a 360 video and then use a controller to navigate. So hence, I don't want to say it's a gimmick. I guess you could call it a gimmick. It's kind of like a gimmick VR, but it still works. You know, it's not like a full-fledged VR where you got that, accurate distance and everything in 3D dimensions. I would say slightly gimmick, but not 100% gimmick. Okay, and I know some people like say, well, the Warps, it's not really a full-fledged VR. It's more like a gimmick. I guess you could call it slightly gimmicky, but it's still VR. It gives you that VR experience. I've done videos on it, so you're gonna need that software. It's a $40. It works, man. I use it. It works. I would suggest that you watch my videos. I've done a bunch of videos on Warps. I've done live streams on it, man. It works. It works for me. Now, you do have to adjust the zoom. You do have to adjust the ratio so you can see the menus and whatnot. You do have to do some tweaking. There's, it's not like this software will do everything for you. You do have to go through a bunch of tweaking to tweak everything, but it works. I've been playing American Truck Simulator on it. I use the Grand Theft Auto 5 profile, and it works. Yeah. All right, let's move on with the game. But thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. Thank you, man, for the $2 super chat. You can add me on the Stadia, man. If you guys want to add me on the Stadia, it's very simple. Hold on. Just type in Stadia upscaler. That's it. Just look for Stadia upscaler. I'm the only Stadia upscaler that I know of that's out there. Alright, so let's go to this guy Denny, see what he has to say. Well, I think the patch 1.06, even on the PlayStation 4 Pro, it seems to be running a little bit better. Look, you can still play the game on the PlayStation 4 Pro. It's not a total disaster. The slim PlayStation 4, it's unplayable. On the original PlayStation 4 2013, it's unplayable. But on the PlayStation 4 Pro, it is playable. You can still play it. You shouldn't return your game. You can use that game to play the PlayStation 5 version. But there's still issues. There's still problems with the textures. You know, there's still some minor bugs you have to go through. However, Stadia version, it's like just smooth ride, you know, in my opinion, because I haven't bumped into any popping in and out. Everything seems to be nicely organized here. Obviously this looks much better if you play in 4K with HDR, but you don't see cars disappear, appear. Even the flying cars, they go into a distance, they don't disappear. So GeForce Now, it's another good option if you care about the ray tracing. If that's like a big deal to you, if the ray tracing, it's a big deal. But to me, honestly, the ray tracing, it's nice that it's there, but it's not something that it's like that necessary to me, you know. But yeah, GeForce Now, it's another good option if you have a NVIDIA Shield Pro.
What happened here? She must have been renovating. Henry must have borrowed the truck. Gonk always was good at improvising. Maybe they're home. Try the intercom.
Alright, let's see.
Right then. Guess we keep looking.
Alright, we'll have to figure out the entrance. Can we go through here? Here we go. Oh, look at that car. Who is this? What's up, man?
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, dude. I am serious. How did you get your Xbox Series X? I'm just wondering, man. How did you get it? Am I excited for DLC? Honestly, I don't really get excited for anything anymore because I just want to see it. I want to experience it. You know, I've been let down by so much hype on a lot of these games. Even Hitman 3 has been hyped up like ridiculously. I'll wait to see what they do. and I'll let you know once the DLC is out. But right now, CD Projekt Red has a lot of proving to do. CD Projekt Red, the last thing the CD Projekt Red should do is hype anything. Their job right now is to give us freebies. DLC will be free, but their job right now is to polish this game up, and their job is to show us that they're still relevant. Okay, they shouldn't be hyping anything. They should be just focusing on staying relevant, because that's what they have to do right now. Let me find another way to get in. There has to be another way here. Why is this car over here? What the hell's going on? Why did he park his car here?
See, Carrie beat us here.
Who's Carrie?
You fucking gawked?
Who boy?
Danny, what?
Sounds sadly
What are
familiar.
you doing here?
Good you're here. We got a problem.
This is really your house?
This your backup?
This is your
In case
fucking
you forgot why the
pool?
hell you came here in the first place?
Carrie sent me. It's about the concert.
What concert? Why isn't he here talking to me?
Hold on, what's going on here?
Look, it's awkward. Carrie considers you both friends.
What a sensitive guy. Shit. Given he's the one who set this flaming turd bag on my doorstep.
We'll bring it back samurai. One night only.
Oh, so you found it at the electronics
That's what
store
we
in
want to
UK.
get the
Well, that's
crew
good.
together for?
You paid 630 pounds for it.
But no fucking way. Not about the
All right, it's better than I guess 1,000.
No,
I guess.
No way. Either him or me. Choose.
Denny digs in her heels. We're done.
How's it going? Like shit, man. Danny wants me out of the gig. And we already agreed on everything.
What? Carrie's paying you? That's what this is about? Fuck. This is all fucking great. So you get him away from me and get the fuck off my lawn.
Don't make me choose.
What is this? Like they're bringing the band back together? What's going on here?
So? It's either Henry or me. Can't be both.
Hold on.
Rather jam with Henry.
I got exactly no problem with Denny joining us.
Should have thought of that sooner. Now get the fuck out of my sight, all of you. Fuck. Now I gotta find someone to clean this up.
What about Nance? She on board?
Yep.
Legendary baseball heads. This is the one she got? This one?
Nancy taking care of business.
Already got it.
Like old times.
Hop in.
Okay, about all we can do for now. Except wait for Nancy to call.
All right. Cyberpunk to me has been an interesting. I wouldn't say that it's better than, let's say, what Rockstar brings in terms of story. The story of Cyberpunk, it's an interesting one. But I have to see how the whole thing plays out at the end. You know, there's a lot of confusion as to this Japanese company and what kind of influence did this Japanese company have into the Western world, United States, and what happened to United States. You know, why these little provinces now? What happened in 2077 or 2049? Did the state? I mean, there's so much here they haven't explained. Like, how did this happen? Was there some kind of a conflict, or did something happen? I mean, there's there's some loopholes here that doesn't make any sense, at least to my point of view. They haven't explained, like, how did this happen? Like, you know, how did this province of Night City exists in the California? What happened to California? What happened to the United States? You know, like, there's so much stuff here that it's missing, and I'm kind of having a difficult time understanding. But maybe they'll explain that. Maybe they will explain that in a DLC. Let us know what happened, and give us some background story on that. So let me talk to her. Hold on. By the way, I got too much stuff here. Let me see. I need to take some stuff out. Where's my inventory? Backpack. Got too much stuff. I already got this. I got 2 knives. I don't need all these knives. I can drop them. Yeah. I already got a sword. I don't need this sword. Okay, I can run better now. Alright. Let me talk to her really quick before we go.
Sorry it played out like that.
Fuck. I got no idea who you are or why you stepped into all this. So save your breath and go, okay?
Wonder what Henry did to her.
Think Danny had a good reason to turn drama monger?
She's not such a raging bitch normally, so I doubt it was about the concrete in the pool. Actually, kind of funny that.
Look what they did to the pool. Holy shit. They put a concrete. Holy crap. What's my favorite game on Stadia? I don't have one in particular that I would choose. They all run good, really. So I don't have like a particular favorite at the moment. They need more games in order for me to be able to like pick a favorite. But if I had to choose, I would say NBA 2K, because NBA 2K runs really good on Stadia. I've been playing tons of NBA 2K with the multiplayer, offline, online, and seems to work just fine without any hiccups. And it's very easy to jump into NBA 2K on Stadia. You don't have to download any patches, any updates. Everything's up to date. Unlike, you know, the console version, you got to go through so many hoops to download the new updates, to get your teams updated properly. It just takes too much hard drive space on a console, and constant updates. So it's like a breeze to play NBA 2K on Stadia, because everything's up to date. You just click and you start playing. So I would say NBA 2K. I think sports games is the best way to play on Stadia. They just need more. They need more sports games. They need FIFA. They need Madden. They need MLB, baseball, and they already have NBA 2K. So the sports games on Stadia, it's perfect because everything's up to date. You don't have to worry about anything, and I think it's the best way to play sports game, in my opinion. Yes, Ryan, it's pretty good actually. But if you have Chromecast Ultra, that's the best way to experience NBA 2K. With the Chromecast Ultra, it looks really good on HDR and 4K. Hey, what's up, David? Cheers from Argentina. How are you, man? What's the time in Argentina right now? I always wonder. However, as far as the Cyberpunk, it's probably the smoothest ride experience, at least to me, because I have spent 40 plus hours playing this game, and I haven't had any issues. Not that I know of. And that's the whole point, you know, playing this game. You don't want to have any problems. Of course, the PC version is going to have best visuals. But even the PC version, even on the 3090, they still have some bugs and problems. Those bugs are still going to be there, regardless of what kind of PC you have, because they haven't been really... they would have to pretty much go through the entire game, and then you would have to reinstall the game and reinstall the entire 90 gigabytes or whatever, and then start from the beginning. That would be like the only way that you can get rid of all of these bugs, all of these codings, they're not properly coded. That would be like the only way that you could. And I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a huge update where you're going to have to, I don't know what they're going to do. I guess you can keep your saves, but you will have to reinstall again. They'll have to do everything from the ground up to fix all of these issues. You know, what they've been doing right now is just patching it up. They've just been patching this, patching that. So don't expect any major major fixes to happen. Oh, it's raining in Buenos Aires. Nice, man. We could use some rain over here. It's been kind of dry. Here in Florida, it's been kind of dry. What I mean by dry, I haven't seen any rain, dude. Just that haze, that cold haze, but no rain. Let me, I usually like to go to high frame rate here. Keep it on high frame rate. Let me call, hold on. I gotta call some people here. See what I can, we have to wait a day for Nancy call. So we can call somebody here. Let's see. Let's call Pan Am. See what she says. She's not answering.
Hi there, V.
I guess there's nothing else to do with her. We did all the missions.
Take care.
Talk soon, V.
Let's see. Regina Jones. Nothing.
Better run. Call you
Wow, I did all the, hold on.
Of course.
Did I do all the missions? Wait a minute. Let me see. What is this? Dream On. Call Jefferson back. All right, let's call him back. See what this is about.
Jefferson, you said you needed something?
I did. Listen, I need your help again. Matters private.
Okay, shoot.
No, not on the hollow. Come by. I'll lay it out. Explain it all to you.
All right.
Got your back, Jefferson. Not to worry.
Great. We'll see you here then. Remember where?
Of course, be there in no time.
Am I excited about the new TVs? Quite honestly, I don't know. It's just more of the same. Until micro LED comes out, I don't see anything substantially, groundbreaking. When micro LEDs comes out, then you can say, okay, it's time for an upgrade. Let's get that 8K micro LED, 88-inch television, right? But remember, it's going to cost you arm and leg. I would wait till 2020. Seriously, guys, I would wait till either 2026 or 2028. I would wait till 2026 or 2028 till micro LEDs become standard and cheaper. And then the 8K becomes the standard and becomes cheaper. And then you jump into the micro LEDs with the 8K. But if you're going to be an early adopter to adopt micro LEDs, you're going to cash out $10,000, $20,000. You can buy a brand new car for that kind of money. So keep that in mind. It's going to be out of your financial reach, I guess. Not to all of you, but to some, a majority of you, because I don't look at 1%, 2% of wealthy people. They're on different standards. I look at majority middle class out there, who are making $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year, or even $60,000 a year. They're not going to be out there adopting to this new technology. They're going to wait till it becomes standard. But right now, there's really nothing that excites me. What's going to excite me is Dolby 3D cinema. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see the new 3D Dolby televisions in the future with micro LEDs. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see OLED 3D Dolby cinema with the Avatar 2 movie. The 3D Dolby cinema is not going to use any glasses. You won't have to wear any 3D glasses. It's just going to be without the glasses. So I'm waiting for that. But right now, it's just more of the same. They put some extra name on top of the QLED, neon, or whatever. Put some accrement on top of the accrement, on top of the accrement, on top of the accrement. It's just a gimmick. I mean, I'll just flat out say it's just a gimmick. Right now, all you have is a gimmick. Gimmick to push the sales of PlayStation 5 as if they have to push the sales of PlayStation 5. To push the sales of these televisions, because if you buy this neon QLED, it will work the best on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox. A lot of gimmick advertisement bullshit. And of course, Digital Trends, they have sponsorship. Digital Trends' job is to push the sales. He's a salesman. The guy on the Digital Trends, I have nothing against him. But he's a salesman. His job is to sell and to make sponsors happy. That's just the way it works. Not that I have anything against the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but his job is to sell. His job is to convince you, to tell you while he's reading a teleprompter that, hey, this new neon QLED, it's really great. We give it 5 stars. Go pick it up. Me, I know better. I know how this technology works. So therefore, I'm going to wait till 2026, 2028 till finally something substantially groundbreaking comes out, like a 3D Dolby Cinema with 8K and micro LED. Something that's groundbreaking. You know. Right now, you're just kind of wasting your money that you don't have. You already have a 4K television, dude. 4K, it's a 4K. OLED, it's a OLED. I don't care what kind of accrement you put on top of it. QLED, it's a quantum dots. What does a quantum dot does? It expands the wider spectrum of colors. And those wider spectrum of colors, you already have them. But they're going to bump up the peak brightness a little bit higher. They're going to add local dimmings a little bit higher. As if you're going to tell the difference, right? I think people need to be smart and educate themselves about this stuff. I hate to see people waste their money, like, because it becomes like some kind of like an addiction. Like televisions, listen, televisions are not like cell phones. Cell phones are cell phones. After 2-year contract, you can trade it in, get yourself a new phone. Television, it's a television. It's a 4K, it's a 4K. Don't buy television every year. I mean, even if you have the money, like what are you doing? You know, technology, it's not, they cannot do anything groundbreaking within a year. Okay? What they're doing is they're patching it up. These are updates. These televisions and these models are nothing but updates. Think of them like updates. It's nothing groundbreaking. They're just updates. And I'm so sad to see so many people buy into that crap, and thinking that if they buy a neon QLED, that all of a sudden, is going to destroy their Q90R, their a year old QLED television. No, it's not. It's not going to destroy it. It's still the same peak brightness, still the same spectrum of colors, DCI-P3 color measurement. The only difference is a little bit better local dimming, you know, so you can see a little bit better in the dark when you turn the lights off, you know. Gimmick, guys. Don't fall for the gimmick. What is the job of a salesperson? What is the job of a car salesman? Is to sell you a car. He doesn't care. What is the job of a store representative? What is the job of a Magnolia, Best Buy clerk? To sell you. He doesn't give a shit what you buy. His job is to sell you. He gets paid by a commission. He needs to make his district manager happy so he can get the raise, so he can get promoted, so he can go ahead and get that money. Commission money. So guys, educate yourself, be smart, don't waste your money. Don't look at these fancy videos with these fancy cameras and showing you a television with this specifically designed demo to look the best on that TV. Don't fall for that stuff. There's nothing wrong with a Roku Westinghouse. Right now, I tell you what, buy yourself a Roku Westinghouse for $400, a 65-inch Roku TV. Nothing wrong with it. It has HDR, has Dolby Vision. It's called the Westinghouse Roku TV. It's a 65-inch, has 4K. Sure, the color gamut, it's not going to be the greatest. The peak brightness is going to be roughly 900 nits. But hey, it's still good. And it's 65-inch for $400. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, dude. You can get that for $400 and save some money. Really? I mean, don't expect the latency to be as great as, let's say, C10 or Q90R. Don't expect 19 milliseconds. Okay? Expect something between 24 to 25 milliseconds. But that's still great. 25 milliseconds, not the end of the world. But remember, you're paying $400. And if you don't have a TV, if you're looking to upgrade. Nothing wrong with the Westinghouse Roku TV. Nothing wrong with it. But remember, if you want a premium quality, you got to go with the C10. You got to go with the Q90R. You got to go with the Sony 900H. Sony 900H, right? Bravia TV. You got to go with these premium televisions. You got to cash out over $1,000. Anything that's below $1,000, don't expect super great quality magic to happen. Okay? Remember, you're paying $400 for something that's entry level, basic at best. But I've seen it. I've seen Westinghouse Roku TV. I played around with it a little bit. It's as similar as the R617. It's as similar as R617 TCL, and there's nothing wrong with it, man. It's a vertical alignment panel, which is the VA panel, and gives you a good viewing angles. Not the greatest viewing angles, but definitely a good viewing angles. Has a decent color gamut and a decent local dimming. Not bad for $400. And it's a 65-inch. You have 65-inch. It's pretty big. It's excellent for 4K. Excellent for movies, games. So I'm saying to you guys is, you can save the money, wait for something better, and a few years down the road, when the Dolby 3D Cinema comes out with a Dolby 3D Cinema for 8K Blu-ray players, then you can purchase brand new 3D Dolby Cinema 8K television with a 3D Dolby Cinema 8K Blu-ray disc player. And then you can also purchase the new home theaters receivers that will support that as well. So wait. I'm just simply saying wait. If you want my advice, the whole point here is, I know I'm butchering this because a lot of people have been sending me emails and questions. All I'm saying is this. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait. Hang in there and wait. Don't waste your money every year, dude. On the same TV. You're spending money on the same TV. On the same exact TV, with the same exact resolution, with the same exact accolades, you're wasting money because of an accrement. It has a different model number, so it has to be better. Guys, come on. But, it's up to you. I mean, if you have money, money's not an issue, and you can purchase a TV every year. I don't know what you do with all those TVs. I mean, you have a basement, you put them on, a warehouse, I don't know. I'm just simply saying, and I'm guilty of this too. I mean, I have plenty of TVs. I've been down that road. I'm just letting you know, don't fall for it. Don't buy televisions every year until something substantially great happens. And I just mentioned it. 3D Dolby Cinema with 8K resolution with micro LEDs. And micro LED is going to happen. 3D Dolby Cinema is going to happen with the Avatar. Avatar 2, Avatar 3. It's going to happen. And then you got a reason to save that money and purchase the latest and greatest. That's when you upgrade. You upgrade when it's truly a time to upgrade. But right now, you're just, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. All of these OLEDs that are coming out is the same shit. Same resolution, same thing, same color gamut, same everything. Some extra features here and there that you don't care about, honestly. It's just a gimmick to sell, to drive the sales of the television. A lot of gimmick. Same thing with the phones. How many phones you see every year with some extra gimmick shit. They're putting a bunch of cameras in the back as if you are a filmmaker, right? You know, you're not buying a cell phone because, listen, if you care about the camera so much, if you are a filmmaker and you make movies or documentaries or whatever, you're going to save money. You're going to spend $5,000 or more on a Red camera or Aries camera or something high-end or a Canon camera if you care about the cameras so much. So same thing with the phones. They put these gimmicks in there. Oh, we have some 6 cameras here, an extra 6 cameras in the front. Like, I don't care about all these cameras. I don't care about all these extra gimmicky features. Phone is a phone for you to use and look at the apps and browse, and that's it. You're not going to use your phone to make documentaries and all this other shit. So there's a little bit of that too. You know, so my whole advice here, my advice to you guys is don't waste your money every year. Especially with this situation we're in, the way things are right now. Save your money, dude. Don't waste your money every year on stuff that you don't need, you know. Same thing with the virtual reality. As if you're going to see a difference in resolution when you put on that VR headset. You know, you're going to see that little extra bump into resolution. No, you're not going to see it. You're not going to notice it. Believe me. It's just a gimmick. Again, they're using the gimmicks to get you. And they approach these big YouTubers who are sponsored by all of these virtual reality headset companies. So what they do is they approach them and they tell them, hey, listen, we need you to push the HP reverb. I need you to push this. I need you to push that. Please push all of these VR headset. We need to make some money. And in return, you're going to get the kickback and you're going to get the free VR headset, blah, 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 blah. And you're going to get the views and algorithms, and you're going to make money on top of that. So these sponsored YouTubers, they approach them and they start doing their thing with their fancy cameras and video editing and all this other shit. Guys, there's a lot of gimmick out there. You know, that's how advertising works. The whole point of advertising is to sell you shit that you don't need. And I'll just end it right there. The whole point of advertising is to sell you the shit that you don't need. Exactly, Topo. And if you want the camera so badly, then you're gonna buy a camera, right? If you care about the camera so much, you're not gonna buy a phone. You're gonna buy a professional camera, and you're gonna use a professional camera. Same thing with movies. If you care about the movies so much, you're gonna buy the best projector, like the laser projector that there is from Sony, right? And you're gonna use that Sony laser projector or that LG laser projector, and you're gonna have the best possible movie experience. Okay. Same thing with the music, you know. If you want to have that best possible discrete surround audio quality, you're gonna purchase the best of the best Pioneer Elite or something out there higher end, because you want to have that discrete channels of 8 channels or 9 channels, 12 channels, so you can have that discrete, beautiful sound surrounding you, you know. This is the reason why in 20... Hold on. I was going to take this car. This is the reason why in 2013 Xbox Kinect failed. People say, why did Xbox One Kinect failed? Because they were focused on the television, on TiVo, and cable, and using your voice to navigate, to watch TV. And then when Xbox representatives were asked, hey, are you guys in business of a console, or are you guys in business of selling a DVR, TiVo? That was a TiVo. That wasn't a console. In 2013, the Xbox One original was a TiVo. It was a TiVo. Lousy 720p graphics resolution. Kinect. That's probably one of the worst consoles ever released, is the Xbox One. It looked very shitty, very cheap. It looked like a VCR, like a cheap VCR from JVC or something. And they were selling you this idea that, oh, you can watch a TV through your Xbox. Like, dude, if I want to watch my TV, I'm going to buy a DirecTV. I'm going to buy a Dish Network. I'm going to invest into a damn TV. Programming. I'm going to purchase the best DirecTV dish there is, with all the bells and whistles. And so my whole point here is you need to focus on what you are buying and what purposes are you buying that device for. All right, let's do this. Let's go to I got this job I have to do for Perez, for this guy Perez. I mean, it's true, Mamba, right? It was like a TiVo. They were selling a TiVo to you, but nobody wants to talk about that. Major Nelson doesn't want to talk about that. Hey, Major Nelson, how about that TiVo? Remember that TiVo? 720p with a Kinect? How was that thing, huh? What a disaster that was. TiVo. Oh, I have to call him first. Here we go. Look, man, it's just a common sense, guys. I mean, it's your money. I always tell people, do what you want. It's your life. It's your money. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. Do what you want with your money. You can eat it. You can burn it. You can wipe your ass with it. It doesn't matter to me. It matters to you. But if you're going to send me an email, if you're going to ask me a question, then I'm going to give you the answer. And that's my answer. Don't buy these televisions every year. You don't need to buy them every year. It's the same shit. It's the same packaging. Same gimmick over and over again. I don't care what you call it, Neo, QLED. I don't care what kind of acronym you put in front of it. It's still the same packaging, same shit. So don't waste your money.
We're upstairs.
Thanks.
You're going to listen to some guy who works for Digital Trends? He's a salesman. He's getting paid to read a teleprompter. He goes to a studio in Los Angeles. He gets paid to tell you why he believes this is great. Every year, it's great. Every year, every television's great every year. When was the last time this guy made a video that says, hey, you know what, man? I would stay away from this television. You don't need to upgrade. It's the same shit. Every year, oh, this is groundbreaking. Wow, Samsung, it's on the hype train. Samsung is doing something great. These guys, they're salesperson. They're salesmen. That's what they do. He's a salesman. Okay? He works for Digital Trends. He gets paid. They write him a check. He goes in there. He does his job. They rearrange the cameras. They spend the entire day shooting the video. And then he goes back home and they put the video together and then they upload the video and that's that. And they make their sponsors happy. And sponsors say, great, 250,000 views. This is great. Now we're going to send you to CES Vegas. We want you to cover the Samsung and Sony and LG. Okay? And you guys believe everything that comes out of these individuals' mouths. You believe everything and that's the problem. Just because Digital Trend says you should purchase this TV doesn't mean you should purchase it. You got to be able to think for yourself, man. How many times I say this? The reason we're in this goddamn mess, it's because people can't think for themselves. And I'll say it publicly. The reason we're in this goddamn mess, and you know, I'm not going to mention the big elephant in the room. This goddamn mess that we're in, it's because people need someone to tell them what to do. They need somebody to tell them what to do. They can't think for themselves. So they need somebody to fucking tell you how to wipe your ass, how to brush your fucking teeth, how to take a piss, how to take a shit. You need somebody to tell you what to do. Why? Why do you need somebody to tell you what to do? You have your own brain. You can do your own research. Determine for yourself, hey, this guy's full of shit. There's nothing wrong with this TV. I'm okay with this. Why the fuck do I need to buy another TV? I'm going to save my money. I'm going to wait for something better, greater, cutting edge. But nobody seems to do that. No, Digital Trends says we give it the award. The award of Digital Trends. This TV is the best.
Oh, shit, not good.
You know? Nobody can think for themselves. They just need someone to tell you what to do. You know what I mean? Why? I mean, it's 2021. You got all this access of information. You got all of this information out there for you to research. And you still need somebody to tell you, yeah, I need to buy this. Yes. It doesn't matter. It's trending. It has 20 million trends. I need to jump on that trending bandwagon. Because if I don't jump into that bandwagon of trending, then my friends are not going to be my friends anymore. I need to be cool. I need to be hip. Just like my friends who are on that bandwagon of trending. So what do? I jump on the fucking bandwagon without even thinking, hey, why the fuck am I jumping into that bandwagon? Nothing wrong with what I have. Nothing wrong with my TV. Nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Has a 4K resolution. It has HDR. Nothing wrong with it. But no, you don't understand. This is 2021. This is 2021. The Samsung has the new accrement in front of their QLEDs. Neo. Yes, Neo. He's the one. You gotta buy it. And next year, we're gonna have Morpheus. QLED Morpheus. You gotta buy it. 2022. You need someone to tell you what to do. And this is the problem. And I'm not going to talk about the big elephant. I'm not going to jump into that bullshit. You'll know what it is. But this is the reason why people are in this mess. They can't think for themselves. And they need someone else to tell them what to do. What to believe in. I don't need anybody to tell me anything. I know. I do my own research. I look at everything. I have access of information. I can see what's good, what's not good. And I can see, hey, do I really need this? Do I really need it? No, I don't. So why should I buy it? If I don't need it, then why am I wasting my money? I can use that money to buy a new car. I need a car so that way I can travel. Okay? That's a necessity. I need a food so I can survive and eat. I need to have an apartment So that way I can sleep somewhere. It's either that or on the streets or in the forest with a tent and a camp. So don't waste your money, on something that you already have. You know what I mean? You guys have no idea. And the reason I'm talking about this, you guys have no idea how many times I get asked this question on emails, on messengers, dude, you name it. I get asked this question millions of times. Should I upgrade? Mr. 4K, should I upgrade? And my answer is no. 4K, it's 4K. It's 8.3 million pixels. Okay? You're not going to get anything groundbreaking. Yes, but Mr. 4K, there's a HDR that has a better color gamut on this other TV. How important is that to you? Is that really that important to you? If it's important, if you think that it's that important to you, then go for it. But I don't think it's a drastic difference. I'm talking about drastic differences. Okay, I'm not talking about 480p versus 4K. If you got a 480p television, then for the love of God, you need to upgrade as soon as possible. I'm talking about drastic differences. Something that's drastically different. OLED, it is different than LCD. So if you have LCD, then yeah, go with the OLED. That's why I keep telling people, hey, if you have liquid crystal display, which stands for LCD, a 20-year-old technology, 22, 23-year-old technology, maybe even longer, maybe 25 years since 1996. If you have liquid crystal display, which is LCD technology, then you should upgrade to OLED, because OLED, it's a drastic difference. Okay, it's organic light self-emitting technology. What does that mean? That means it doesn't require any liquid crystal display with background LED backlit array of lights. It doesn't need any array of lights in the back to shine through that, to lit up through that liquid crystal display. So get yourself OLED. That's a drastic difference. That's why I recommend people go with the OLED when you have LCD. You need to upgrade. Why? Because LCD, it's a 25-year-old technology. It's an old technology. OLED is what, 7 years old? It's a much better technology. It's a brand new technology. It's a better technology. Go for it. That's an upgrade. A proper upgrade. You can say, hey dude, I upgraded from LCD to OLED. Holy shit, that's great. So that's when you make an upgrade. That's my whole point here. And I don't know why some people don't seem to understand that. But what about the burn-in, Mr. 4K? What about this burn-in and retention? Listen, if you're so worried about the burn-in and retention, then you're never going to buy an OLED. That's just something that you're always going to have in the back of your mind, and it's just like being afraid going into the elevator, right? Because you think that every elevator that you go into, it's going to be the elevator you're going to get stuck, and you're claustrophobic, right? Man, I cannot go inside this elevator. This is going to be the elevator. I'm going to get stuck for 48 hours, and I'm claustrophobic, and I'll have panic attacks, and I'm going to go in cardiac arrest. If you have that in the back of your mind, where you constantly have this fear that your TV is going to break, then you're never going to buy OLED. You're never going to buy it, because you have this fear in the back of your mind, thinking that, oh my God, if I buy this OLED right now and I spend $2,000, $3,000, that's it. automatically I'm gonna have a defective television. And with that, I cannot help you with that. That's something that you personally will have to sort that out with yourself, you know. Thank you, Dark Stadia. Thank you, Sharo. Appreciate it, guys. I'm just being honest, man. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just being honest. Because people ask me these questions, and I always keep telling people, if you're going to ask me these questions, just remember, you might not like what I have to reply. You might not like what I have to say. Because you're asking me my opinion, and you're not going to like my opinion. Because my opinion is going to be straightforward. I'm not going to hold any flags for any brands. It's just going to be straightforward, me telling you, hey, this is what I think. Based on my experience, testing all of these televisions, from 3D TV to ultra-wide screens to OLED, QLEDs, you name it. Different types of monitors, vertical alignment, twisted pneumatic monitors, ultra-wide monitors, projectors, LED projectors, and versus DLP projectors, and all of this other stuff. You know, I'm gonna give you my opinion based on what I have been through, and I'll try to give you as honest opinion as I can and a straightforward opinion as I can. But just remember, you might not like my opinion on this subject, on this matter. And sometimes people get disappointed. Oh, well, Mr. 4K, I didn't expect you to tell me that. Well, then you shouldn't have asked me the question and to give you my opinion on it. You know. What's up, Mr. Urban, man? How you doing? You know, I always wanted to play a Hotline Miami, Penthouse Hotline Miami. But what is it, like a strategy game? There's nothing wrong with the edge-lit television. It's still high peak brightness. It has a good color gamut. It's 4K, it's HDR.
It's good to see you again.
Something happened?
Come on. Jeff will explain everything.
What's going on?
He's just about done prepping for the debate. I've rescheduled all his meetings out of the office today. The office meaning here, so nobody will bother us.
Bother us
We're
doing
talking
what
about the
exactly?
cornerstone of my platform.
You'll know in a minute.
I'm not doing a U-turn just because Night Court. No, I'm not sucking anyone's dick just so they can fuck me in the ass! Look, I gotta go. Make the amendments, we'll powwow later. V, glad you could make it.
Jefferson?
Grab a seat, please. I'll explain why I asked you to come over.
Let me grab a seat. All right, sit right here. See what he has to say.
We've had a break-in. Usual kind, though.
So unusual how?
A couple of days back, dead of night, something wakes me. A noise. I grab my pistol and come out of the bedroom. See a stranger. He looks like he's about to reach for it, so I pull the trigger.
Nail him?
No idea. My head started spinning and I passed out. No trace of him the morning after. I'd like you to find him. Find out what he wanted.
Why me?
Why me of all people? Wouldn't you rather have a detective look into it?
Prefer to use tried and tested contacts.
Can't blame you.
Former mayor's death? You unraveled that mystery. I trust you'll be able to crack this one as well.
Notify the badges yet?
We don't want any buzz around this. No attention, whatever.
You know. NCPD's full of people who like the occasional stray eddy.
If we reported a break-in, the media descend on us like a swarm of locusts.
No badges. Gotcha.
Of course, we notified SSI about the incident. Our private security.
Well, you know what? I know these guys are fishy. Like these two couple, Perez. I know they're fishy, but they give me good eddies. They pay me good money, so I don't care. I saw some of it, Mr. Urban. I didn't see all of it because I was busy this week, honestly. I was working. I was super busy. I did see some of it, but not all of it. I did see a flying camera that comes out and flies around your entire perimeter, which is pretty cool. But I didn't see the other stuff yet. I didn't watch the whole thing. I did watch the Samsung Neo and all the other Samsung televisions that are coming out, and some LG products as well. But I didn't see the whole CES. I haven't seen everything. I saw little bits and pieces of it.
What did the intruder look like?
I can't remember much. It was dark. He was wearing some sort of mask. Or was it an implant? Couldn't really get a good look at him.
Elizabeth didn't see him either?
I slept through the whole thing. Election season takes its toll on you.
What did the intruder look like?
I can't remember much. It was dark. He was wearing some sort of mask.
A mask.
Or was
Well,
it
that's
an
good.
implant? Couldn't really get a good look at him.
Elizabeth didn't see him either?
I slept through the whole thing. Election season takes its toll on you.
Said you passed out.
That's right. Just after I fired.
What then?
Nothing. I woke up in bed the next morning. Killer headache to boot.
Any idea how you made it back to your bed?
Nope. None. Elizabeth's at a loss too.
Stadia is the most next-gen console. Well, that's the whole purpose of...
Is everything all right?
That's the whole purpose of cloud technology, is that you don't need to wait for any next gen because they can upgrade the next gen. So I kind of I agree with that statement. But I would rather that Google Stadia does that, implements that, instead of just kind of talking about it. I think they should go ahead and start working on a new data centers with brand new GPUs, brand new CPUs, and show us that next generation capabilities. But yeah, that's the beauty of the cloud technology, is that you can do anything. You can build a supercomputer. You can give developers the access to the supercomputer, and they can make super exclusive games to run on that cloud technology. So yeah, I agree with that statement, but I would like to see it. You know what I mean? I would like to see it happen. That's from Forbes, you said? All right. Hey, what's up, Juan? How you doing, man? How are you? How you been? I prefer to play on high frame rate, because high frame rate, when I'm on a PC, on my laptop, I like to have the 60 FPS. When I'm on a Chromecast Ultra, I like to play on 4K HDR. Well, I talked about that, the televisions will have. This is what I was preaching to you guys. It's funny, everything I talked about came to fruition. I find it very, very scary, by the way. What does it say about me, right? I didn't time travel the last time I checked, unless I time traveled in my sleep. I don't know. But I did talk about that all of this will be available on your television.
Is everything all right?
Everything will be integrated into your television. Whatever the televisions we have 10 years from now will have integrated applications. Whether it be your favorite programming, your favorite movies, favorite TV shows, your favorite podcasts, music, and of course your favorite sports, and of course your favorite systems to play the video games on. So this is why I kept telling people that PlayStation 5 and the Xbox will be the last of the hardware console by 2031. It might even happen earlier than that, but I say 2031 is when the cycle of hardware consoles will come to an end. You know, the cycle, after 8 to 9 years, 10 years, the cycle is finished. No use for the hardware console anymore. No use for it. So therefore, everything will be implemented onto the cloud. This is what I was been preaching, man. People been jumping on my case, but I've been preaching about this all year long last year. I've been talking about this the entire year. Since January 2020, I've been talking about this. People have been questioning me. Oh, are you crazy? Are you crazy, Mr. 4K? That will never happen. That will never happen. I said, okay, fast forward 10 years from now, and you'll see what happens. Okay? I talked about this. And now people are like, oh, wow, they're integrating even the xCloud. Oh my God. Why? Hey, am I the one who said it? So what's the point, Mr. Phil Spencer? Hold on. What is the point, Mr. Phil Spencer, of that Xbox Series X if people will be able to access the entire library of Game Pass Ultimate through their television? And they'll be able to download the games directly to the hard drive. All they have to do is connect the hard drive to the television, USB 3.0, and then they can download the games to the hard drive from the xCloud application. They'll be able to play 4K and HDR games through the Azure's servers, and you're going to implement Xbox Series X into the servers, into the data centers. So you'll be getting the same exact performance and visuals that you will be getting from the Xbox Series X. The only difference is you don't have to pay $500 plus change for that monolith console. It's all going to be in the press of a button. Look, man, I told you. I told you so. And people are still crazy about these consoles. They're still like, oh man, PlayStation 5, please, please. People ask me, why do I want the PlayStation 5? I want it because of Gran Turismo Sport. I'm a huge fan of Gran Turismo Sport. Believe me. That's my weakness. Gran Turismo Sport. I'm like, you guys have no idea. I didn't cover it as much. I unlocked pretty much every car there is to unlock on Gran Turismo Sport. I am like super hardcore Gran Turismo fan. Like, dude, I fucking love Gran Turismo. So that's the reason why I really need it. I'll be honest with you. I need it because of Gran Turismo Sport. I fucking love Gran Turismo Sport. Okay? I'm a fanatic. I love Gran Turismo. So that's the only reason why. And of course, I want to test the console. I want to test it for you. I want to give you my honest opinions on it. I want to give you my honest analysis on it. So that way you guys can hear it from me. But other than that, if there was no Gran Turismo 7 coming on the PlayStation 5, I'll be honest. I'll be like, I don't need it. I just don't need it. All right, let's get back to this. HBO Max, I mean, honestly, I even thought about canceling my Netflix. I don't even know if I need a Netflix. With HBO Max, dude, they got 20th Century Fox library movies. They got Warner Brothers. They got so many movies. They got anime. With HBO Max, the amount of movies that you can access, that you can watch, it's awesome, honestly. So I don't blame you. HBO Max is really good. I like HBO Max. You know, that's my preference. I like it. I like it better than Disney Plus. I'm sick and tired of Marvel. Just to be honest, I'm sick and tired of Marvel. Really, it's like just tired of it, man. Really, I'm tired of Marvel. I am tired of Marvel. I'm gonna be DC fanboy from now on. I think I've always been a DC fanboy, but I'm sick and tired of Marvel. So yeah, Warner Brothers, man. WB all the way. Warner Brothers, the brothers for life. So call me a Warner Brothers fanboy. Dude, they have all the Die Hard movies. How about that? HBO Max has Die Hard 1, Die Hard 2, Die Hard 3. My favorite, Die Hard with a Vengeance with Samuel L. Jackson. Dude, I had this great idea. Bro. Man, I want to say something. Hopefully, this live stream, this portion of a live stream, will reach to Fox Plaza, the Fox Studios, which is now 20th Century Studios. They don't have the name Fox anymore. That's it. The Fox name has been taken out, so it's a 20th Century Studios. Get used to it. Get used to it. It's 20th Century Studios, not a 20th Century Fox. 20th Century Studios. For the love of God, 20th Century Studios, why don't you hire John McTiernan, the guy who directed the first Die Hard and a Die Hard with a Vengeance? Why don't you hire back John McTiernan? He also directed The Predator. Hire John McTiernan to come back. Bring back Bruce Willis. Bring back Samuel Jackson. Let's do another Die Hard movie. Let's do a proper, no CGI bullshit, a proper Die Hard fucking movie. Let's get back to Nakatomi Plaza. Let's bring it back to Nakatomi Plaza. Let's bring it back. Listen, I got some great fucking ideas. Seriously, I'm not kidding. Not Fox, 20th Century Studios, you should hire me, dude. I don't want to spoil it here, but I got some juicy fucking awesome ideas for the next Die Hard movie. I'm telling you, this could work so fucking great. I hope that they do the next Die Hard movie, that they do it right, please. Don't make it half-assed. Make it right. Give us the Die Hard movie that we deserve. You know what I mean? A movie that we deserve. Come on, 20th Century Studios. Let's make it right. Let's do it right. I'm just telling you. I wish that I can somehow, that they can contact me somehow, dude. I wish I could get in touch with 20th Century Studios, dude. I have this whole idea, man. I would just want them to hear me out. Like, I wish the 20th Century Studios would just hear me out. Dude, I got some juicy ideas about, like, the next installment of Die Hard. And I have idea that would really be great for this movie. And, of course, they have to bring John McTiernan as a director. They have to bring him back. I don't care what they have to pay him. Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and I got some other ideas as well who would I want to put in that movie. But let me tell you, man, I got some juicy ideas. That would be going back to the Nakatomi Plaza, which is the Fox Plaza in Los Angeles. We would go back to that building again. But I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you why we're going back to that building. Dude, it would be a great chapter to end the Die Hard saga. It would be perfect. It would be perfect. But hey, that's just me, you know. I have a feeling 20th Century Studios is going to milk it. They're going to make it even more ridiculous. And a poor Bruce Willis will end up on the DVD shelves and making these low-budget movies. Come on. I think we need a proper Die Hard movie. I mean, Jesus Christ. Let's do it proper. You know. Dude, because I'm the biggest Die Hard fan. I love fucking Die Hard movies. That's one of my favorite action movies of all time. Of all fucking times. And Die Hard with a Vengeance is the second greatest action movie of all time. Filmed in New York City. No CGI. None of that bullshit. Was fucking great. The chemistry between John McClane and Jesus, played by the great Samuel Jackson. Listen, I got some fucking great ideas about the Die Hard. What's it, Die Hard 6? Or is it Die Hard 6? It would be Die Hard 6, right? We had 4, we had 5, so Die Hard 6. And I wouldn't call it Die Hard 6. It would be something else. I don't know. Maybe you guys should contact 20th Century Studios and tell 20th Century Studios, just hear me out. Just look at this idea that I have and let me know what you think. You know? But it's just me. I'm passionate about fucking Die Hard. And I know I'm not the only one. There's a lot of passionate fans about the Die Hard movie. And I want it to be done right, dude. I don't want the movie to be milking like this. I don't want the movie to be a beta. Die Hard cannot be a beta. Die Hard is a fucking alpha male movie. It's a fucking alpha male movie. No beta shit. So it has to be, in my opinion, has to be done proper. Has to be done right. They cannot fuck it up. Anyway, let's do this mission. I'm sorry, but I'm a fucking Die Hard fan. I'm a hardcore Die Hard fan. And yes, it is a Christmas movie, George Clooney. It's always going to be a Christmas movie. Okay, George Clooney? You hear me? It's always going to be a Christmas movie. Forever. Forever and ever. Even when the aliens come down here 50,000 years from now, they're going to say, Die Hard, Christmas movie. Yes, yes, Die Hard, Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie. Deal with it. I know.
Is everything all right?
I used to watch what's his name? Jordan Peterson. So, what you think about Great White Hope? No, I'm asking you about Great White Hope. A Great White Hope. Huh? I want to know about the Great White Hope. I like how he goes like, not all. But what about the Great White Hope? The Great White Hope. You believe in him? You believe in Great White Hope? Beta! Oh, yeah, beta! Oh, right to your mama. Oh, beta!
We shouldn't delay too long.
All right, let's get back to this game. Listen, regardless, here's the thing. What makes America great? Can I tell you something from a Bosnian American perspective who came from Europe that was surrounded by socialism, communism, and all this other bullshit, crippled by all that crap? Both me and Arnold come from the same parts of the Europe that was crippled by all these nationalists, all these ideologies of nationalism. Let me tell you something. What makes America so great? Why is the rest of the world so jealous? Ask yourself a question. and this is coming from a Bosnian American, ask yourself a question. Why is it that the rest of the world it's so jealous of the United States of America? They're jealous because we have the greatest freedom that no other country has. The greatest freedom that no other country has. And they're jealous of that. They're jealous of that. They're jealous of our pop culture. They're jealous of the fact that you don't need a passport to go from one state to another state. They're jealous of that. They're just jealous. And guess who's the most jealous of them all? It's Russia and China. They're the most jealous. Okay, they can't stand us. Russia cannot stand us. Putin, this is his wet dream. He loves this shit. Putin loves this. Because he's the ex-KGB hardcore motherfucker. He loves this shit. Same thing with China. They can't stand us. They love this shit. So what makes America so great is that we can agree and disagree, and we can call each other names. But guess what? At the end of the day, we still get along. We still push through, and we still get things done. We still get things done. All right? Over there, they don't allow that. If you say something bad, or if you have any kind of like negative thing to say about their leader, you get arrested and you're never found again. All right? You're never found again. Here, we have the greatest freedoms. And we should cherish that. We should appreciate that. We should never forget that. You know. Because these other countries, they hate us. They hate us because we have this freedom. I'm not talking about Europe. I'm talking about these other countries, you know, like Russia, China, and some other parts of, even in Indonesia, some parts of Indonesia, believe me. They're not a huge fans of us. And of course, Middle East. There's parts there that can't stand us. But that's why we're so great. They hate the fact that we're so powerful. They hate the fact that we have so much freedom. And they hate the fact that we're number one in everything. And we are, you know. When it comes to the space exploration, comes us. When it comes to the military, it comes us. When it comes to defeating some kind of evil force in the world, we're the one to go in there and defeat that evil force. And they hate the fact that we have this. So remember that. Cherish that. We can disagree and agree. That's the beauty of democracy. When the first 13 states, first 13 colonies were established before our independence, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, even George Washington, they all have debates. They didn't agree. New York almost didn't become part of 13 colonies. They were still debating if New York should become part of the 13 colonies. But guess what? They had disagreements, but they did it in a respectful way. They were able to respect each other and disagree with each other, have a conversation, have a disagreement. That's the beauty of democracy, is that we can disagree and agree with each other. So that way we can come to some agreement at the end, like a middle ground solution, you know? What does America does? America gives you equal tools. Everyone has the equal tools. What do I mean by the equal tools to start? You have equal tools to start. Now, you have to work hard. You have to prove that you're better than the other guy, that you can do something better than the other guy. It's not guaranteed a success, but that's the whole point. You're given the exact same access of tools. It's how you use those tools that will determine how successful you are. Look at Elon Musk. Look at Jeff Bezos. Look at all these other guys. Look, how did they come to that level of success? They were given the equal tools, access. They were giving the equal access of the same exact tools the way Elon Musk was given, the way Jeff Bezos was given, and guess what? The way Netflix guy was given in 2007, and look at him now. It means you have to work hard for it. You have to push forward, and one day you might get there. That's how it works, and it's the best way to do it. You know what the communism is? Communism is you're always going to have the same life. You're always going to have a same life. Same life. Always the same. Since the day you were born and the day you're going to die, the life, it's going to be the same. You cannot achieve any dreams. You cannot shoot for the stars. You're given the same limited life over and over again. That's communism. That's socialism. You don't want that. Believe me. I've been through that shit. But it's just me. I'm giving you this perspective because I know the difference between what I've been through and what's here. Some of you never experienced that, and I don't blame you. You were born here, and all you know is here. You never experienced over there. But you should learn. You should educate yourself. That's why education is very important. Proper education is the key. And no one nearly talks about the proper education and how important that is. To be properly educated so that way you can educate your kids and tell your kids, this is morally wrong and this is morally right. And this is the way you push forward. Okay? You gotta have those principles, you know. And I believe somewhere along the way that has been lost. Could be poor parenting or no parenting at all. And these kids are cut loose. They're running around. They're making their own ideas of how life should be. And their ideas are all the wrong ideas. That really goes against democracy of what this establishment was to begin with. And so the proper parenting is the key thing here. You know, that's just all I have to say. I don't want to dive into that. Let's go into the game. Let's finish this this whole Perez situation here. Oh, you're going to Orlando on February 4th. Well, awesome, dude. Where are you going to go? You're going to go to Epcot?
Security looking at this. Say anything?
This is where things get a little weird.
They claim there's no sign of a break-in or of a shot being fired.
Security cams didn't record anything. Guard outside didn't see or hear anything.
They suggested Jeff must have had a bad dream.
Convenient answer.
Liz gave security the day off so I could call you in.
Intruder take anything? Break anything?
Nothing missing.
I haven't noticed any damage either. Jeff must have scared him off before he could do anything.
This, security outfit, SSI. Who are they?
Been on the market the last 15 years. They have clients across the city. If memory serves, they came recommended. An acquaintance. You think SSI might be behind this?
So you're just going for one day, huh? Just one day? Oh, that's cool, man. I wish that I could join you, man. I wish I could. Oh, you got your acceptance to the Luna? Well, that's awesome, Juan. Let me know what you think about Luna, Juan. I like to hear your opinions on it. What do you guys think so far? But I'm glad that you got it, Juan.
Shall we?
Well, that or someone hiding behind SSI. Anyone come to mind readily?
Weldon Holt? He's my main rival. Fighting for the same seat at the table.
Holt's poll numbers have been dropping.
But it could be anyone, really.
Jeff has many enemies, a lot of them powerful. We could sit here naming names all day.
I see.
That's why I called you, V. I need you to find out what the hell's going on.
So you're staying 3 nights? Well, that's cool, man. Have fun over there. But I don't know if the February is the best time to go, because it's still chilly. It gets chilly over there. I think spring, like the end of March, is the best time to go over there, dude. Like March 28th, March 27th. It's the best time to go over there. In February, it still gets chilly up there. 40 degrees, 42, 43. But I hope you have fun, dude.
Wouldn't mind taking a look around the apartment.
Of course. Liz can give you the tour. Gotta run to a meeting. As soon as you learn anything, let me know.
Alright, she's gonna give me the tour of the apartment. I need to investigate.
Come on. Let me show you around.
Right behind you.
We can start where Jeff spotted our uninvited guest.
So there was an intruder here. We need to investigate this balcony.
I have to admit, sometimes I get fed up with all of this.
Politics?
So far, we've managed to effectively turn down offers to work with Night Corp, Biotechnica, Arasaka.
So far, you say?
If Jeff can get elected without owing anybody, favors or otherwise, that'd be the real victory. Jeff's office. Control room, storage, and flea market crammed into one.
That's a big office, though. These guys are rich.
This is where Jeff saw our intruder.
And fired at him here.
Right after walking out of the bedroom. At least that's how he remembers it.
So it's right here, huh?
Bloodstains. Not quite scrubbed clean. Where's the blood from? It yours?
I'm 100% sure it's not ours. Maybe the intruders?
Probably.
How did he access here? That's what I want to know.
Bullet holes. Caulked up. Someone tried to patch up the bullet holes. Assuming neither of you had anything to do with this.
No, of course not.
There's something here. Hold on.
Broken.
It was fine a couple days ago. We rarely use it, though.
This gotta be the biggest screen ever. This is like 400 inches. Jesus.
What was that?
No fucking clue. Felt kinda good, but weird. Like tripping on acid.
Does that happen to the screen a lot? Or to any of the others?
I don't understand.
What just happened a second ago? You didn't see it?
No? What?
Okay, never mind.
Let's follow the blood trail. I love these detective side missions, like these detective jobs. I love this shit.
Why is this door concealed?
Where? There's no door here.
Scanner's showing something different.
Wait.
Right here. It's closed. Previous owners leftover, maybe?
No. Open it. Somehow, please. Jesus Christ.
I think we're safe putting your security
Maybe
at
it's
the top
worth
of our
checking
list
their
of
office
suspects.
downstairs. They violated our privacy. Sons of bitches! Under my own roof!
Wonder how long they've been keeping this from you.
Too long. This ends now. I'm not letting any more of those freaks set foot! Ugh. My head.
Something wrong?
Don't worry about me. Do what you have to do.
So the company that she works for, they've been surveillancing them. They've been checking on them. They've been invading their privacy. Wow. Holy shit. Hold on.
Weird hardware. What's it for?
Connected to the wall-mounted screens. Wonder where else these cables run.
Let's go up the stairs. Let's find out. Ah, there it is. Hold on. Can I jump in? There it is. Satellite dish.
Odd. Tech's practically prehistoric. But it doesn't look older than a day.
Saw something like this back in the war. Transmitters. Militech was using them. Short-range UHF. Signal only travels line of sight, but it can't be intercepted.
Line of sight. Let's look around. See if we can't spot where our receiver's camping out.
I feel like a Terminator. Transmission source. Is this it? Right here? I wonder where this is leading to. Hold on. I want to find the transmission source. Nothing here. So that's the hidden door right here. Transmission source.
Use the meds. Intruder make a beeline here after Jeff tagged him.
Talking to yourself again?
More and more. Ever since this terrorist started stalking me.
Let's go upstairs. Let's go up the ladder. Let's see. It leads to here. But I don't know how to activate this. I don't know. Not sure what I can do here. Oh, the augmented reality glasses? Yeah. That's going to be the real virtual reality. The most comfortable virtual reality. Not these heavy helmets that we have these days.
Got a vision on the receiver. Black van parked next to it. Gotta be our winner. Transmitters within reach of our mystery van. Wonder if Elizabeth has ever seen the car.
Let's go talk to her. Maybe she knows something about it. This company, that they've been working with, it's been surveilling them constantly, you know, and like they've been invading their privacy, and they've been checking everything they've been doing, every move they make, and they manipulate them as well. I think they're gonna do better than that. MUW. They're gonna implement lightweight visors, and these lightweight visors will have the best field of view, almost like a 360 field of view. It's going to be very lightweight VR headset. I wouldn't even call it a headset, just a VR visors. You won't need any controllers. They're going to scan your entire body. They're going to scan your movement of your hands, and you'll be able to connect to the entire library of VR experience, including the video games and whatnot. You'll be able to connect to the cloud. It doesn't matter where you are. You'll be able to connect to a 5G, 6G, and that's all you're gonna have. Put it in your pocket. Open it up, put it on, boom. You're in VR, baby. These current VRs are too big. Listen. This is too heavy. I know I have it on. It's like wearing a goggles. This is still heavy. This is you're gonna laugh about this. 10 years from now, you're gonna laugh about this. All these cables and all this crap. You're gonna laugh about this shit. It's all gonna be lightweight. All right, here we go. Let's go talk to her, Elizabeth, and let's tell her, hey, there's a van parked outside a few blocks from you, and you need to know about this. So let's advise her. Hold on.
There's a transmitter on the roof. It seems to be conveying a signal to a van out front. You know who it might be?
We never set up any transmitter, and I don't know a thing about any van, but my guess is it's SSI's.
Don't see any other possibility. The SSI, it's this company that they made a deal with, okay? It's like they're investors or something. And this company, SSI, has been surveilling on them without their knowing, without their consent. So that's a pretty big deal. Imagine that you make a deal with a company, and the company never tells you that they've been surveilling you, right? Even though you have a partnership with them. And then they track your every move, everything you do, your privacy, everything. So that's what happened to these Perez couple. They got invaded. Their privacy has been invaded, and my job is to find out why they're doing that. What's the reason behind that?
I don't really see any other possibility, but we still don't know who they work for.
So what do we do with the transmitter?
Nothing just yet. Let me check the van first.
I'll wait here. Just don't tell Jeff anything for now, okay?
Sure, whatever. I'll call him once I know something more substantial.
That's fine. Just remember it's the busiest time for Jeff right now. You can always come and talk to me.
Fine. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. So we don't tell Jeff anything. Does the lightweight penis... let me check this out really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to check this out. Ooh. Much better. Much better. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's it. You know, it's almost like I have a premonition. Like I'm having the premonition dreams of things that are coming. And I swear to God, everything that I talked about, it's coming to fruition right now. I just went to the road to VR, and these are the first Panasonic improved specs for its compact VR glasses. Now, this is a prototype. It will be a small little visors you put on your head. It's going to be so lightweight. Oh. Thank you for that. You guys can go check it out, too. Go check out this really quickly. The link is down below. I like it. I just wonder how much it's going to be. It's going to be expensive. I'm pretty sure it will be super expensive. What's the delay on the Madden You know what's funny? I ask others on Stadia forums. I have asked other people. It has to do something with. This is what I heard. The reason there's a holdup on the EA Access and Madden and FIFA and NHL and all these other games, it's because apparently Stadia and EA, they want to wait. Apparently, this is a rumor, apparently, they want the next generation experience on Stadia. Basically, they want to give you the next generation FIFA, the next generation Madden, the next generation NBA 2K1, and next generation NHL, right? They want to give you NHL, Madden, and FIFA. They want to give it to you in the next generation graphics. These are the same next generation ray tracing, better graphics, better textures, better animation, the next generation graphics that are going to be implemented on PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. So probably this August, September. To be honest, probably August, September, most likely. But I heard that the current PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X NBA 2K1 next generation experience, it's coming soon to the Stadia. And that's a great fucking news. And I use the word fucking because I'm excited. I'm excited that I'll be able to play NBA 2K with PlayStation 5 graphics, the next generation PlayStation 5 graphics on Stadia. And that's coming soon. So, pretty good. Don't forget, Hitman 3 coming on Stadia next week. Next Tuesday. Or next Monday. Next Tuesday. Or Wednesday. Or whatever. Jesus Christ. Wednesday? Is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. So that's what I heard. And these are like a pretty good rumors. You know, I've been going through some of these rumors and I've been dissecting them to see if it's any merit to it. And it seems to me that there is some merit to it. This is just the beginning. I think a lot of people, and I apologize, this is live stream, I apologize that I'm kind of taking little breaks here because I'm trying to talk to you guys and at the same time play this mission. And I cannot do both at the same time, so please try to understand that. I think people are going to be very surprised the amount of games available on Stadia with a brand new Stadia controller, with a Stadia being on a television, on pretty much every device. Stadia will be accessible to everyone. So that means no excuse. You'll have access to Stadia anywhere at any time. And the amount of games that will be coming out, the next generation games, the more sophisticated, updated data centers that will take the advantage of the Vulkan ray tracing from AMD, which is the same RDNA 2 that's running on a play. Listen, currently right now, they're just not using the full capabilities. But currently right now, what you have on PlayStation 5 is what you have in terms of the power of GPU. It's the same as what's on Stadia right now. I just want to clarify that. The power that you have on the PlayStation 5, it's as equal power to what you have on currently on Stadia as we speak right now. It's a same based RDNA 2. Okay, they're going to use Vulkan. They're going to use a ray tracing. They're going to do all kinds of different things with the AMD because Stadia is AMD certified all the way. They got a partnership with Lisa Su, so you know that the 6800 XT and 6900 GPUs will be implemented through the partnership that they have with AMD and Lisa Su. Lisa Su was there when they launched Stadia. She was there and she promised all kinds of things to happen with partnership between Google and AMD. So don't be surprised and shocked what you're going to experience by the end of this year with Stadia. And that's pretty cool. I don't know why people are getting upset about that. I think it's awesome that we have that choice. I think it's great that you don't have to buy a PlayStation 5 sometimes or Xbox Series X and you say, hey man, I don't feel like buying a hard drive. I don't feel like buying a console. Let me just play on Stadia. For those who want that choice. Or you could be somebody who has a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and you can say, you know what, man? I love my consoles. I do play on my consoles mainly because I love playing on my consoles. And I love my exclusives. But hey, man, this is kind of cool too. That I can have this access of entertainment. That I can have this access of video games at my disposal. I think it's good to have variety. I think it's good that we have these choices. I don't understand people who say, I want to see Stadia fail. I want to see Amazon Luna fail. I want to see GeForce Now fail. What does this say about you when you say you want to see these companies fail? I don't want to see anybody fail. I like variety. Variety is good for you and me. It's good for you and me. Variety of different axes of choice where you can access variety of different things at your disposal. It's good to have a choice. I don't like monopoly. I don't like monopoly. I like competition and I like variety of choices. I like that we have that opportunity to do that. That's all I'm saying. Oh, B7, that's confirmed. They will have a ray tracing. It's gonna happen. The only thing is the Stadia. It's keeping everything quiet. They said on the interview, we're not gonna make a mistake of making promises and hyping everything up. We like to do things in a stealth way. That's what they said. So stealth way meaning they just want to show it to you. They want to throw it out there. They want to surprise you. Basically, what Google Stadia is saying, we want to surprise you. We will just surprise you. We're not going to tell you when. We're not going to tell you how. But we're going to tell you, boom, there it is. On that day when it happens. On that day when it happens, they'll say, okay, there it is. What do you think? Oh, look, there it is. What do you think? And that's what they want to do. They want to just surprise us and throw it right at us. And I like that. I don't like promises. I don't like stuff being hyped up. I don't like hypes and I don't like promises. I like surprise. Surprise me. Just surprise me and boom. Oh shit. There it is. That's what I want to see. I hope you guys can agree on that. Everyone has been disappointed with promises, right? They've been promising this, they've been promising that, they've been hyping this, they've been hyping that. And what happens? When it finally comes to release, you're disappointed. You're like, oh shit, this is not what I imagined to be. This is not what I was expecting it to be. So this kind of sucks. So I like surprise. Just surprise me, man. That's it. And I like that. I like that they're doing that. I'm very happy that they're doing that because that's the way you should do things. You should surprise people. A pleasant surprise is the greatest thing that can happen to people. Unexpected surprise, but in a good way. In a good way. Exactly. And I talked about that. And I know those of you who followed me since 2019, when everyone else was taking a dump on Stadia and saying that Stadia has a defective Chromecast Ultra, that it's overheating, which has been debunked because they were using the fake photos from the first generation Chromecast Ultra. This is the second generation Chromecast Ultra. I was the only one who believed in Stadia. I was the only one who said, hey man, give them some time. Give these guys some time. Give them 6 months, give them 8 months, give them 12 months, and you'll see. You know? And I was the only one who said that. The videos are there. Now, I did criticize them for being quiet, but now I understand why they're being quiet. I understand why they're doing it the way they're doing it. I think it's a good strategy. I think this strategy works. Works better than some campaign advertisement of hyping some shit. You know, these other companies just like to hype. Like Sony spends so much money, Microsoft spends so much money hyping the shit up, making all these commercials and shit. I don't like the hype. I don't like the advertisement. I like surprise. Surprise my ass. I like surprises. But as long as it's a good surprise, surprise me in a good way. Alright, let's go find out where this fan is, and then we'll get back to her. We'll get back to Elizabeth Perez. We cannot say anything to her husband because he cannot know that the company he made a deal with, it's spying on him. So we have to keep this quiet, and we'll come back and talk to her once we find out what this van is doing. Let's save the game. Always save the game. Exactly, Juan. Look at what happened to Cyberpunk. All of this advertisement, Keanu Reeves and CD Projekt Red and hyping that train, hype, so much hype. And then boom, once it got released, the hype has died down. Sometimes that's the best thing. No news. No news is the good news. That's right. Now, as far as the Amazon Luna, people ask me about the Amazon Luna. Guys, it's still early to tell. It's in early stages. You have to remember, Stadia has 1 year ahead of them. So they're like already 1 year ahead of them. And they have much better deals, and they're already ahead of the game. Luna will have to catch up. Luna will gonna have to catch up to keep up with the Stadia. And I don't know if Luna can really catch up and keep up with Stadia. Also, Resident Evil 8, it's coming to Stadia. So yes, you'll be able to play exactly the same day, the same time, once Resident Evil 8 Village is released. You'll be able to play it on Stadia. Or what's the difference? Well, the difference is you don't need to download the game. You don't need to update the game. You don't need to patch up the game. Everything will be ready for you. You just click and play. You don't have to delete some of the stuff on your hard drive to make space for Resident Evil 8. The beauty of the cloud technology is, I know I'm using a strong word, hate, but I hate that I have to make an additional hard drive space. It costs money to buy a hard drive. Hard drives are not cheap. They're expensive. And they're getting more and more expensive. And I don't want to spend all of my money on just a hard drive space and buying these USB hubs, these powered USB hubs to put more hard drive space on there. Okay? I like the ability of click and play right away, Everything's there. Boom. And I don't know why people have a difficult time with this. People are attacking me because I like this idea. You should like this idea too. What's not to like about it? I mean, here I am right now. You're looking at me play. You're looking at me play. I'm not having any hiccups. I'm live streaming and streaming at the same time. And I don't have a super high-end internet. I don't live next to the U.S. Post Office. I don't have the greatest internet in the world. But look what I'm doing. I don't know why people have a difficult time accepting this. That this is cool. This is awesome. You know? What's wrong with this? You should like this. You shouldn't be against this. But the data caps, listen. You're always going to have data caps. I don't care. If it's your cell phone, if it's your television, your HBO Max, your Netflix, you always have data caps. You're Skyping with somebody, you're Zooming with somebody, talking through Zoom or Skype, you're always going to have data caps. That Zoom conversation, data caps. That Skype conversation, data caps. Data caps are everywhere. However, Google is trying to fight for us to remove data caps. So when you log into their service, no data caps. They're fighting for us. And no one seems to talk about that. I don't see anybody talk about it. I don't see Young make a video and say, how about this, Young? Why don't you make a video, Young, where you say, yes, I've been very negative on Stadia, and I don't support Stadia, but I think it's cool that they're trying to remove data caps, that they're trying to work with AT&T, Xfinity, Verizon, T-Mobile, Cox, that they're trying to work with all these providers, internet service providers, to remove the data caps on Stadia. No one, why don't you make that video? Young, why don't you give some positive feedback? We all know why. Because your audience, your whatever, 5 million, 2 million, how many of subscribers you have, they don't like cloud. They like consoles. And you got like, what, 5 million subscribers or something like that. And they all love consoles. They're hardcore consoles gamers. I get that. I understand that. But you don't want to say anything positive because you're afraid of losing those subscribers if you start supporting, or if you say anything positive regarding the cloud technology. Anything positive regarding the cloud technology, you're going to start losing those subscribers because you're afraid. And you're going to just keep on writing the cocktails of this narrative. The Stadia sucks. Cloud technology sucks. It sucks. Data caps, data caps, data caps. And then you talk about the consoles and how consoles are awesome. And you're just feeding the same narrative to keep your 5 million subscribers happy. You're no different than politician. You are just as politician. You are as crooked as politicians. Young, You might as well just become a, I don't know, lobbyist. You should become a lobbyist. Young, You would make a good lobbyist. I'm pretty sure. No, never. To respect to Insider Gamer, Inside Gaming is the only one that they actually, and I'll give them a credit. Even though Inside Gaming has been very critical of Stadia. But I have to give them a credit for saying that, hey, this is the good month for Stadia. That December was a very great month for Stadia. December 2020 was probably the best month that they had in the entire year. And it was great. And they gave the credits to Stadia. that they were able to get the CyberPunk to run on the same day, on December 9th. On the same exact day, they were able to get this game to be available the same time it came out to all the other systems. And they gave some kudos to Stadia. They gave some positive feedback. So Inside Gaming, I give them a credit for being at least honest and fair. Transparency. All I'm asking is transparency. Guys, transparency. I'm not asking anybody to come here and kiss my ass or kiss the Stadia ass. I'm just saying, can we be transparent? Can we have transparency? Can we give the credit when the credit is due? Why is that a difficult task for some of you to do? To give the credit when the credit is due. I'll give Microsoft a credit when the credit is due. I will give Sony a credit when credit is due. I'll give Nvidia and AMD a credit when credit is due. But I'm not going to push some narrative of fanboyism to appease. I can appease to I could have 400 people right now on the live stream. All I have to do is become a Sony fanboy. I guarantee you 400 people will be jumping on this bandwagon. If I was live streaming a PlayStation 5 right now, probably 300 people to 400 people would be jumping into this live stream. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. No questions asked. Guaranteed. And I know, but that's not my reasoning behind this channel. My reasoning behind this channel is to express my opinions and experience with all of the above. My reasoning behind this channel is not to appease to a certain brand, to a certain fan base. I know if I appease to a certain fan base, I know that the views just gonna go way up. But then I become a fanboy myself. Then people are gonna say, well, then you're a Sony fanboy. You're appeasing to Sony fanboys. Or if I just do Xbox, people will say, well, you're just appeasing to an Xbox fan base. And I don't want to do neither one of that. I'm okay with what I got here. I'm okay with that. You know, because I think I've proven to everybody that I don't appease to anybody. What did you see me do last week? Virtual reality. I was using a virtual reality. What was the video I did before I came here? A PlayStation 4. How to access a safe mode on a PlayStation 4 Pro to use recreating a database and building a database. Using a building database to make your console run a little bit smoother, a little bit faster. Rebuilding a database helps delete some unnecessary stuff on your Sony folder. Inside your Sony console, they can remove some of that shit to make your console run a little bit better. That was my last video. I did a PlayStation 4 Pro. Then I did a virtual reality before that. And then I did Amazon Luna before that too as well. So does that make me a fanboy of everything? No. Actually, it does make me a fanboy of everything. Actually, it's true. There you go. I'm a fanboy of everything. Do you see? So I'm a fanboy of everything. Not just the one brand, but everything. So what I just said is true. Fanboy of everything. I don't know where this came from, but it came from for a reason. Fanboy of everything. I like to experience everything. Not just the one brand, not just the one technology, but all of the above. So fanboy, call me a fanboy of everything. F-O-E. Fanboy of everything. No, F-O-E. Here we go. There you go. My acronym. There it is. There it is right here. How about this? F-O-E. F-O-E. How about this? That'll be great. That'll work. There we go. Fanboy of everything. FOE. Did the fanboy of everything. That is what you were supposed to do. Thank you, Ryan Smith. I'm glad, you know. So yeah, call me a fanboy of everything. FOE. Hey, Mr. FOE. How you doing there, Mr. FOE? Don't get any juicy ideas about the FOE. Some people are gonna get some other ideas about the FOE. I'm not gonna say it here. I cannot say it here, dude. Anyway, let's go.
How about we take the wheels, V? That van could give us the slip any second.
All right, let's go. Get in. Let's go. Oh, shit, shit, shit. We gotta catch up to that black van. Hold on. There it is.
We're about to find out.
Don't lose them, V.
Oh, now you're interested.
We could expose a corpo conspiracy here, V. I'm telling you. They could be corpo spies or who the fuck knows what.
I cannot say it on here. It's not suitable for the YouTube. Cannot say it. Cannot say it publicly on YouTube. Believe me, I would love to tell you guys, but I can't. It's too much for YouTube. You know how YouTube is, man. It's like a Nickelodeon here. It's not even Nickelodeon. I don't know what YouTube is, man. It's just like it's like, hope you don't get cancelled. YouTube has become, hopefully you don't get cancelled. Just hope you don't get cancelled. Just hope. Hey, how you doing, Hip Hop Man? How are you? Let's see what we got here. Let's keep up to this, man. I feel like a McGuire. Hold on. No! Don't lose the van, dude. Where'd he go? Hold on. Let's do this shit. Let's go. Hold up. Man, I love this shit. Hold on. What the hell is this? Oh shit!
Fall back!
Yeah, April, man. Maybe April. By the end of April, you'll be able to get one. I don't know.
Go!
Did you see what happened to the black PlayStation 2, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 2 Anniversary Edition, the blacked out edition? They had to cancel it because there was a violence, dude. People are getting like, they were fighting over that shit, bro. It's getting ridiculous. But Sony doesn't want to take any responsibility, you know? The corporation doesn't want to take any responsibility. Right? Here we go. No responsibility. But they're more than happy to sell you a console for $2,000. But they're not going to take any responsibility.
Finish the cunt.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. They had to cancel it. It's not available anymore. They canceled all the pre-orders. It was getting too violent. And they had to cancel it. And Sony is still talking about successful launch. Such a successful launch. Over 60,000 consoles have been sold from these bullshit artists, scalpers, bots, scumbags, for $2,000, and in some cases $3,000. 60,000 and counting have been sold. Successful, very successful, gullible, successful bullshit launch. You know, I don't know why you guys put up with this shit. If I was a hardcore Sony fanboy, I would have gave up. I just want it because of Gran Turismo Sport. That's it. But I would have given up by now. I would say, fuck this. Fuck this company. Fuck anybody who doesn't give a shit about you. Why you give a shit? They don't give a fuck about you. Why should you give a fuck about them? It's really a two-way street. That simple. I don't think their hearts are bleeding for us. They're just happy that they can see their ones and zeros, their numbers. They don't care how they made their money. They're just happy that they made their money. Fuck these companies. I don't know why you guys just don't give up. Just give up and say, fuck this Sony, fuck Microsoft, fuck them. And just move on. You can move on. You have choices. You have choices. There's other choices. You don't have to buy that console. But why do you want that console? So you can say with your other egoistic friends, so you can say, hey, I have it. It's a dick measurement competition shit. So you can brag about to your friend, I got it. You're living in some egocentric fucking world where you constantly need to measure your fucking dick to your other fellow friend to say, hey, I fucking got it. It's fucking pathetic. It's beyond pathetic. That's what I would say. And that also would make you pathetic. But you can't see it because you got your head so far up that fanboyistic ass that you can't fucking see it. And people, fine. I don't care how you feel about this. It's called this is how I am. This is the truth. It's a tough love. Maybe you need to give up that fanboyism bullshit. Okay? And say to yourself, hey, dude, maybe this guy is right. Maybe person who criticizes me, maybe I should listen to the person who criticizes me. Do you know why? Because he might be right. Fuck this company. This company doesn't give a shit about my situation. They don't care about whether I have the money or don't have the money. They don't give a fuck how am I going to feed my children. They just want to make money. And they don't give a fuck about you. So why do you give a fuck about them? Why? Why are you giving them your hard-earned cash? Why? I cannot answer that for you. You gotta answer that for you. And get rid of this fanboyistic bullshit that you have. You ask yourself that question. Why are you paying the money you don't have for a company that doesn't care about you? Why? If you can give me a legitimate explanation and you can give me a legitimate proof that they care about you, please, I want to see it. I want to see it. Where is it? Well, it looks, Juan, honestly, I don't want to generalize. There's some smart people out there, but not enough. But of course, majority of, there's a pretty good percentage of sheeps. I would call them sheeps. They're sheeps. And they need something to worship. They need something to worship so they can say, hey, dude, I'm a part of this club, bro. I'm a part of the club, Sonny, man. I'm a part of this. I'm a part of that. Part of the club. I'm a part of the club. And this club doesn't give a shit about me. But I'm more than happy to finance this club. Right? That's what you got. You got sheeps. I don't think people are stupid. Sure, there's a certain percentage of stupid people that exist, unfortunately. But I think people know exactly what they're doing. I think people know exactly what they're doing. It's just a matter of admitting and telling the truth that you knew exactly what you were doing. And that's the something that these individuals will never have courage to acknowledge that, to say, I knew exactly what I was doing. Even though I knew that this company, this Sony, this Microsoft doesn't give a shit about me. But I knew what I was doing when I spent £2,000 and some odd quids, or $2,000 and some change. I knew exactly what I was doing, even though I have to work 3 jobs to bring food to the table so that my kids can eat. But I knew what I was doing. And I still support. Sony. I still support them. Even though I got to pay $2,000 for a console, even though I got to pay $75 for a game, even though I have to pay $75 for an extra controller, even though I have to pay $250 for a lousy lousy 250 gigabytes of solid state drive, even though I have to pay $700 for like a 500 gigabyte solid state drive, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I will support them because I'm a sheep and I know what I'm doing. I just wish that these individuals would be honest. I wish that people would own to what they say. Just own it and just say, I am a hardcore sheep, I'm a hardcore fanboy, and I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to simp. Even though I have to work 3 jobs, I don't care. But I'm a hardcore Hardcore, loyal fanboy. I just wish that people would do that. I wish that they would own up to what they are. Just own up to who you are. Don't beat around the bush. Just fucking say who you are. Just say it. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing, and this is who I am. Just fucking own up to it and say it. But they can't even do that. They can't even do that. They can't even own up to say to who they are. I'm using my BenQ, Inhumane. I'm using a BenQ. My BenQ 32-inch 4K monitor. All right, so I think we're done here. Let me see. Ah, there it is. Right here. Please, I appreciate you being my fanboy. That's fine. You can be my fanboy, but don't worship me. I don't want anybody to worship me. Like, trust me. Just don't worship me, man. Because worship is where problems begin. I want you guys to be, to be able to think critically for yourself. And to realize when something is off, when something is right, when something is wrong. I want you to be able to determine your own judgment on everything. I never believed in worship. I think the worship is the reason why we're in this mess. Worshipping. Look at our history. It all started from worshipping. Worshipping a demigod, worshipping a person, thinking that this one person is going to fix all of our problems, that this one person is going to make everything perfect. This failed ideology of one person, right? One person. Don't worship me. You can be a fan of me. You can consider me your friend. You can be a fan of me. I'm okay with that. Okay, you're a fan of me, but just don't worship me. I always tell people, just don't worship me, man. Worship is the reason why we are in this problem. For how many? Since 10,000 BCE. The first guy, the first caveman that used a weapon and started killing other cavemen with a weapon. That's where the worship started. He has the weapon. He knew how to use it. And he wasn't afraid to use it. We have to follow him. We have to worship him. And that hasn't changed. Through religions and other shit, it hasn't fucking changed. And then people wonder why the aliens don't come down here and say hello in 2021. And say hello. Can't you see how eager they are to come down here and say hello? How are you? How you doing? No. It's not gonna happen, cousin. You can have that wet fantasy dream. You can watch movies about it, but reality is it ain't happening, cousin. All right. Let's figure this out. We gotta jack in. Let's jack in. Well, believe it or not, Sunny Cloud Gaming. What's up, bro? Welcome in. Believe it or not, this game deals a lot with that stuff. It deals about ideologies. It deals about technologies and how technology has affected people and their ideology. So, I'll give CD Projekt Red, I'll give them a credit for implementing all of these little subjects into the game, like little controversial subjects into this game. And the more you go deeper into this game, the more you learn about, Arasaka and how the technology has an influence on majority of population, how technology has changed people and their ideology, and what did it change people for the good or for the worse? Did it make them more crazier? Did it make them more selfish, etc., etc.? So I like that they're implementing all of these little ideas inside the game. So what's the latest, Sonny? Do you know what's the latest on the Madden and FIFA? I heard a rumor that they're waiting for a next generation FIFA. They want to implement a next generation FIFA and next generation Madden into the Stadia. But have you heard anything different? I've been going through forums. I've been hearing some stuff, and I only heard certain things about maybe, possibly, they're waiting for the next generation Madden and next generation FIFA to be implemented into Stadia. CD, you mean CD Projekt Red? CD Projekt Red. CD Projekt Red, they call it CD, means CD. CD Projekt Red. Well, what do you expect them to do? I mean, what can they do? It's an apology. They apologized, I mean, what else you want them to do? I mean, what else can they do? I mean, he admitted he fucked up. It was his decision. And he says, I'm the one who is responsible. And I admire that, man. I admire the courage that a person has to tell me, to admit that they're the one responsible. I believe in second chances. I believe everyone should be giving a second chance, okay? Because the guy admitted he made a decision, made the wrong decision, and people did get the refund. Majority of people got a refund. He apologized. You got your refund. I don't know. What else can he do? What else can he do? I don't know. You tell me. I mean, what do you want him to do? He's not a magician. He's not a miracle maker. I don't know what else you want him to do. He can't go back in time. He cannot travel back in past. He apologized. He said it was my decision. Don't blame the developers. Developers worked really hard, day in, day out, night in, night out. They've been working very hard every day. Don't blame the developers. Blame me. I'm the one responsible. I bear the responsibility. I miscalculated, and I made a mistake. It was him. So, at least he had the courage to admit that, and I respect that, and at least they were able to give you a refund, which I admit that's pretty good, that they're bearing the responsibility for it. So I don't know what else can they do. You want them to shut down the company? What's that going to achieve? Shutting down the company. What's that going to help? Did we come to such a world where we have to cancel people and not give people a second chance? If that's the kind of world we're going to live in, then I don't want to live in that kind of world. You might as well put my ass on Moon or put my ass on Mars. I don't want to live in that kind of fucking world where you're not given a second chance. So I don't know what else can they do, Ryan. What else can they do? What can he do? So I just don't know what can they do. There's nothing they can do. I mean, they can't make miracles. They have to start from the beginning to work on this game again, to patch it up for the next generation. It's going to take till September to work on this. I don't know what can they do. It is what it is, you know. At least they admitted that they fucked up, and they gave us a refund. You think the Blizzard would do this? You think Activision? You think EA? You think Electronic Arts would do this? Fuck no. Fuck no. So CD Projekt Red, I want to give these guys a second chance. Everyone deserves a second chance, man. That's the core value of the humanity, is giving people a second chance. That's the core value. You know. And I hope we don't end up in this brave new world of this cancel culture where you're not given a second chance. That's my opinion on that, you know. But I respect your opinion too, Ryan. I mean, I respect your opinion. You didn't feel that it was good enough of an apology. You felt that they were putting excuses. You felt that maybe he shouldn't put any excuses on there. Look, who are we to judge? I'm not a developer. In my opinion, I'm not a developer. And I don't know. Maybe there was some legitimate excuse that they really had to do it. And they had to release it. But they did apologize for miscalculating. They thought maybe that these patches will be able to fix the problem. And they miscalculated that these patches will not be able to fix the problems. Because this engine, it's a different type of an engine that works differently on every system. And so, yeah, sure, he admitted he miscalculated the trajectory of how he felt this release should have been. And he apologized for that. He apologized. Now, excuses, I don't like excuses. You know, I'm against excuses. I don't like people who make excuses. But again, we don't know. To be a devil's advocate, if I can be a devil's advocate, I don't know. You know, I'm not in his shoes. What's his name of the guy? Kaczynski? I'm not in his shoes. I don't know what happened. And I don't think I'll ever know. I don't think any of us will ever know what happened. We only know what he tells us and what the company tells us. But we don't really know. Okay? But I believe that second chance should be implemented. And if they fuck up second time around, well, then they're done. If they fuck up and if they haven't learned from this mistake, then that's it. They're done. It's over. It's over for them. But I still believe we should give these guys a second chance because they are passionate. They are a passionate company, and they do care about games. And I think we should be more forgiving than we should be more of cancel. I really don't like the whole cancel culture. I don't like the cancellation shit. Cancellation is pulverizing. Cancellation, it's just, it's destructive. It's destructive. It's isolating, and it goes against everything that we stand for as the gamers. You know, give them a second chance. Let's see how they do second time around. You know, that's just my opinion, but I respect everyone's opinion. I know it's a very touchy subject for some people. People have their own opinions on it. Fine, I respect that. But in my opinion, I think they deserve a second chance. And I hope that they will get a second chance to work on this and other projects. You know. Well, transparency, that's where every company should be held to that standard. You see, Ryan, we talk about transparency, but let's hold everybody transparent. Let's not pick favorites. There's a double standard going on in everything. There's a double standard in politics. There's a double standard in entertainment. There's a double standard in sports. There's a double standard in video games as well. We should hold everyone accountable. Everyone should be accountable. Everyone should be transparent. We should hold everyone transparent. Every company should be held accountable and transparent. Not just CD Projekt Red. This includes Electronic Arts. This includes Blizzard. This includes Sony. This includes Microsoft. Includes all of them to be more transparent. You know, why we're so hell-bent on CD Projekt Red, but we give a pass to Microsoft. We give a pass to Naughty Dog. Why isn't Naughty Dog canceled? Why isn't Naughty Dog being canceled? Why Naughty Dog is getting a second chance? Why? Because of the fanboys? Because of the fanboys. So, I don't like a double standard either. Two wrongs don't make it right. Either everyone's transparent or no one's going to be transparent. I don't like double standards. Double standards is what's fucking us in the ass. Okay? That's the problem. That's the cancer that's growing. It's double standards of narratives. So let's all be transparent. Let's all be held accountable for our bullshit. That's where it should be, in my honest opinion. You know, but it's just me. Again, you know, it's my opinion, but I respect everyone else's opinion too on it. Oh, by the way, Ryan, I did try. What was it? What game did I play? American Truck Simulator. I tried it, I believe, what was it? 2 days ago. 2.5 days ago. I used the flight simulator profile. I forced flight simulator profile on my Warpx software, and let me tell you, you do have to adjust the screen a little bit. Use a letterbox. You have to zoom it in a little bit, but it works. I zoomed it in, and let me tell you, it works. And it's so much better to drive American Truck Simulator with a racing wheel and then do this. Turn around, zoom in, zoom out, move in. Works great. So I would suggest, if you want to try it, use the flight simulator profile. Force a flight simulator profile into the American Truck Simulator. On the Warpx, it works. Let me tell you, it works. It works. Yeah, I used it and it works just perfectly fine. Especially with a racing wheel. Because now you're using a racing wheel and you don't have to use the mouse to look left and right. You can go look left, give a signal light, look right, give a signal light. You can look at the rearview mirror. Let me tell you, American Truck Simulator in virtual reality, it's heaven. Dude, I will never go back to playing American Truck Simulator without virtual reality. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Play American Truck Simulator in virtual reality. Do yourself a favor. Trust me. I'm going to try it with Train Simulator. I want to try it with a Train Simulator. I want to see how the Train Simulator works. I want to use it with that to see how that fluctuates. So that's something I want to work on as well. Anyway, let's continue with this. Let's find out what these guys are doing with this corp service that it's connected to Perez. So let's see what we can find out about this black van that has been surveillancing the Perez family. They have been harassing Perez family. They've been invading their privacy. So we need to find out more about this and then report to Elizabeth Perez and tell Elizabeth Perez what's going on. But remember, you cannot tell her husband. So we have to go and talk to Elizabeth Perez, let her know what's going on in the situation. So let's do that.
Piersted, we're in.
Couldn't ask the NCPD for better records than this.
Pictures, medical records, vulnerability to neuroplasticity. Some kind of database. Brain scans, the paralysis, biological casts, neuroplasticity.
Fuck. What about that? The blue shit.
Fresh neural links. They're not spying on them, Johnny. They're fucking with their heads.
Mean to say someone's literally controlling our upstanding politicians' minds?
Mm-hmm. Red blots are memory residue in the hippocampus region. See how they're bleeding into the blue?
So what are we looking at?
They're planting new memories in their heads, modifying their personalities. This is big shit, Johnny.
Wow, so they're basically influencing.
Guinea pigs besides the paralysis, too.
Quick, download the data. Whoever comes looking for it, that's your suspect.
Shit. They're wiping the data. We've been made. Now they know someone's been in their database.
Wonder if they also know who.
Wow, this is crazy. This is interesting. They have the influence to manipulate like certain political key players to have them think in a certain way and with different ideologies and all that. It's just it's pretty interesting though. You know, here's the thing about Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk, it's a good game. It's a good game. There's so much in this game. When you really spend a lot of time, like a 50 plus hours or more, it's a great game. But the problem is, obviously, a lot of people are unable to experience this game due to the, them having a console, PlayStation 4, original Xbox or whatever, and they're having a difficult time with all the problems that exist on those consoles. But if you're somebody who has Stadia and you playing this on Stadia, man, let me tell you, this is a smooth ride. You can have a smooth ride, no problems. I think I've proven that point with my 40 plus hours that I clocked into this game, that there's no problems with Stadia version, that it runs fluidly. And it's probably the best way to experience it at the moment. If you got nothing else to do during the winter, I think this is the best choice available to you. At the moment. If you don't have a high-end PC, you know.
Looks like it's just you and me.
Let's get out of here. Hold on. We'll eat the whole ass.
Gotta go.
Hold on.
Now we can talk. Go ahead.
V, do you have any news?
Okay, you're gonna want to sit down for this. It's way bigger than we thought.
What is?
You're being brainwashed. Literally. They've scanned your minds, now using some kind of conditioning to...
Wait, not on the holo.
Right, I'll come by.
No. You and I, we need to speak alone. I know a little ramen place in Japantown. Sending you the coordinates.
Right. See you there.
Alright, let me save the game. We'll continue this tomorrow. By the way, I only have a short period of time. I've been very busy, man. Guys, I've been busy this week. Previous week, I've been super, super busy. But we'll continue this tomorrow. Look, I think my live streams here, I think they really showcase which version of this game it's more suitable for you. It's good that you have a choice, that you can choose GeForce Now, that you can choose Stadia, or a PC, or PlayStation 5, or Xbox Series X. But let me tell you, honestly, the Stadia version is probably the cheapest way to jump into it. You can play this anywhere you want to play. On your iPhone, on your Android, on your television, on your laptop, future in the television, you'll be able to do that. On your LG television, like on my LG OLED, I'll be able to play it. Same thing with the GeForce Now. I just think that Stadia version, I'm confident. I've spent 40 plus hours playing a Stadia version. I'm confident after 40 plus hours that this is the smoothest experience that you're going to get out of all the versions. The smoothest and easy access, easy way to play, to jump into it. This is the version to go with. 100%. 100%. Yeah, you're going to have to do that, bro. And this is Stadia, obviously, as you can see. It is Stadia. Dream on. That was our mission. I can exit it right now. It was excellent. No problem. Finish, and boom. There it is. Look how easy that is, bro. Look how smooth that is. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll have a little bit more time tomorrow. I'll be able to do a longer live stream tomorrow. And so tomorrow I'll be able to do a little bit longer, like 8 hours. And then Sunday I'll be able to do 6 hours. But unfortunately tonight I cannot do it. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you soon. Stay safe and stay healthy and be good. I'll see you tomorrow.